Today is Sunday, March 25th, 2018. Dow Jones 30 Index weekend recap. First of all, apologies for not uploading any updates over the past few weeks. I've been busy with personal stuff. But nevertheless, I'll start to upload regular updates and see where this market is going to move over the next few days to a week. So anyway, here we have the Dow Jones 30 Index. Over the past few sessions, we've had another accelerated sell-off. We're heading towards the 200 moving average, which will provide a very pivotal point, as if the bulls defend and want to rally off that, or if they can't and we get a confirmed break below that 200 moving average, that'll be the first confirmed break in this 9-year bull market cycle, which could be quite significant. And if that does occur, we could see a major price decline from there. But anyway, let's backtrack a bit. So from the high of the runaway gap, we had that brutal sell-off where one trading session the Dow dropped near 2,500 points. And we went all the way from 26,650 to a low, this major swing low, this wicker candle, to 23,350. We've had a rally, then we had a sell-off, then another minor rally, and a sell-off. Now, a few important things, particularly this candle on the 12th of March 2018, which has got a 9 above it, which I'll explain shortly, and which marks the intersection of the axis point of these two 45 angles, which gives us a square of 90. Now, why this is important is, for those that understand Gann's method involving geometry and timing cycles, especially with the square of 90, Gann would often note that when a major top is in place, which I believe this is, and we get these violent volatile swing moves, if we start to put in angles of 45, so obviously from here, from the top down, this is a 45 angle, and from the first major swing low, we have a 45 angle. Now obviously this low to high angle doesn't have any relevance, and we don't use it as a trend line because it doesn't act as a trend line, and that's not its purpose. Likewise for the 45 angle. Gann never disclosed what he was doing, but what I believe what he was doing when he was squaring these angles is with timing cycles and counting days from the tops to the high. When he put in these angles, so for example here, if I just try and highlight that there. So there we have an intersection point, which pretty much lines up identically on Monday the March 12th candle, which coincidentally is from the previous low to high from a candle count is 9. Now 9 is a very important number, because 9 often is a fraction of a 72 and a 144, which Gann would often look towards, and 9 often marks a turning point. So as we can see here, the 9 count on the candle and intersecting the cross axis of these 245 angles signaled the next high to low. So if you knew this and you took short positions here from 25,405 and you're currently still holding, you know, we've had from that high point to where it closed on Friday, that's a 7% drop. So that's a very good trade. Now it's often hard for people to do this because they get caught up in the moving averages and everything else, and they tend to focus more on this, and that's not the purpose of how you apply this. You really have to ignore all the noise around the middle Bollinger Band and the smaller moving averages, because the most important thing is once confirmation this cycle point, it's going to bust through, and as we could see, it tried to provide a bit of a move up, but ultimately it failed. So ideally that was the place to go short there. Now, saying that, how far further down this has to go? We're currently at a 38 cycle count here on Friday's move, but this could actually continue to void that 38 and move lower. And as I said, ultimately I think it'll at least test the 200 moving average here, and this will be a very pivotal point if the selling continues and the 200 moving average doesn't provide a support and a corrective move up. My next target is the 261 on this Fibonacci measurement of 22,266. Now, just on something else, for those that have watched my tunnel through the app 3-part series I did towards the end of late December 2017, I called for turning points in the market late January, and I said also look towards the middle end of March, as there was major turning points in conjunction with the Mercury-Saturn cycles. So that's proven once again 100% to be valid. So how low this goes during next week, we'll have to wait and see. If you're not short in this market now, I think the juice is not worth the squeeze here, because we could get the plunge protection team on the down, the S&P 500, start to buy the futures, buy into the futures, which ultimately flows over to the normal trading hours, which will prop the market up. So for me, I'd actually be looking to see what happens around this 200. If we get a bit of a kick up, it could provide an opportunity to maybe scalp on a long position. If that doesn't hold, we would look for look for lower prices to print. Anyway, so that's my call for the Dow 30 index for the coming week.